Hey there, history detectives. Welcome back to Reading Readiness Centers. Today, we are hopping in our history hoverboard and zooming to a land of kings, cool swords, and amazing buildings. Hold on tight, because we are blasting off to the awesome Ottoman Empire. The rise of the Ottomans. The Ottoman Empire was like a gigantic puzzle piece that covered parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It lasted for a super long time, over 600 years. That's like your great-great-great-great-grandparents' time. Imagine a giant map of the Middle East, Eastern Europe, and North Africa. Now, close your eyes and picture a super powerful empire covering all those places. That's what the Ottoman Empire was like at its best. But how did a small group of Turkish people become such big shots? Picture this: the Ottoman Empire was like a buzzing beehive, with people from all over living together. They spoke different languages, wore different clothes, and ate different foods, but they all lived in harmony. The Ottoman Empire had an army that was super strong and brave. They traveled far and wide, making new friends and sometimes having to protect their empire from others. Well, way back in the 1300s, there was a leader named Osman I. He was a super smart and brave guy who united many Turkish groups under his rule. This was the start of the Ottoman Empire. Osman's family members who came after him were pretty amazing too. They built a super strong army with fierce soldiers called Janissaries. These guys, along with awesome leaders, helped the Ottomans conquer new lands. Conquering Constantinople. One of the Ottoman Empire's most famous victories happened in 1453. They captured a mighty city called Constantinople, which was the heart of the Byzantine Empire. The leader who did this incredible thing was Mehmed II, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror. He was a super brainy strategist and also loved art and science. After conquering Constantinople, Mehmed even changed its name to Istanbul, which is what it's called today. Life in the empire. One thing that makes the Ottoman Empire stand out is its amazing buildings. From beautiful mosques to stunning palaces, they were like something out of a fairy tale. The Ottoman Empire was like a giant mix of cultures and religions. Muslims, Christians, and Jews all lived together, which was pretty cool for those times. Trade boomed in busy marketplaces, filled with silks, yummy spices, and all sorts of interesting things. The Ottomans were also champion builders. They constructed amazing mosques, palaces, and bridges that are still around today. One of their most famous works is the Hagia Sophia, a giant building that was once a church, then a mosque, and now a museum. But wait, there's more. The Ottomans weren't just good at fighting and building, they were also super smart. They made awesome discoveries in science, medicine, and even wrote amazing stories and poems. Let's talk about trade. It's like swapping toys with your friends, but on a much bigger scale. The Ottomans traded all sorts of things, like spices, fabrics, and even ideas. Now, let's get artsy. The Ottomans were like the cool kids at the talent show. They had awesome art and culture. Their carpets were like magic carpets, their ceramics were like treasures, and their music and dance were like parties that never ended. So, what happened next? Well, every story has an ending, and the Ottoman Empire was no different. Over time, things changed, and the empire started to shrink. But hey, their legacy lives on. Challenges and decline. Even the strongest empires face problems. Over time, the Ottomans had to deal with other European countries trying to take their land and rebellions inside their own empire. Also, their empire was so big, it became hard to keep everything running smoothly. Slowly but surely, the mighty Ottoman Empire began to shrink. Even though the Ottoman Empire eventually disappeared, its influence is still around today. The country of Turkey is a direct descendant of the Ottoman Empire, and many of the cool traditions and amazing buildings from that era continue to shape the region. Even though the Ottoman Empire isn't around anymore, we can still see traces of it today. Many countries still have bits of Ottoman culture and traditions, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So there you have it, History Detectives. We've explored the rise, reign, and legacy of the Ottoman Empire. Did you find it awesome? If you enjoyed this adventure, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends. For more exciting journeys through history, be sure to subscribe to the Reading Readiness Center's channel.